Well, welcome everybody. This is Chase Swift, and today's Ask the Pro webinar. I have a very good friend and partner, Sherri Kirklin, who will be doing the presentation. Sherri and I have worked for years together. She's very successful, has built some teams in the 10,000s in past online businesses. She's very good, works very hard, very diligently, and never stops with marketing or anything. Always continues to market, and that's one of the big keys. So, Sherri, I know you have some great training for us, so I'll turn that over to you.
Thank you, Chase, and it's good to be here. It's always good to be in the web room with you. I love to teach, but most of all, I love to sit and listen to you teach, and I've learned so much from you through the years, so I thank you for that. What you said near the end was really true. I never give up. I never quit. I keep going, keep moving forward, and one of my mottos has always been success equals skill times action. And so at the end of the day, you have to take action. Never quit taking action. The more skill you learn, though, the less action you have to take. And what I want to talk to you guys today about is using Craigslist, which is not one of the what do you call it? The high impact marketing techniques. It's not high impact. It's not one of those things that you can set and forget, but it works pretty well. And I actually was going to show you some of my results. This is real time, and I think, Chase, in one of the emails you mentioned 8 to 10 leads a day from Craigslist. I'm not quite there. I get 8 to 10 leads a day in my Partner in Profit, but that's a combination of pay-per-click and Craigslist mostly. But, for someone who's struggling to get a few leads a week, and they're not quite doing so well with the high impact stuff, this is one of the things that works the best. And I've learned some tricks and some techniques even from some of the people in my Partner in Profit. So if you're on this call and you taught me this technique, thank you. We'll get into that later. But I mean, you can just see for the month of June, the leads are coming in every day, sometimes a couple a day, to that day, to yesterday. And I know exactly where they're coming from and which ad was used, and I'll show you that later. Mostly I just want to show you this just to give you a little proof that this is worthy of your time. After you spend time doing some high impact marketing, if you have time left over, this is a good technique. And let me scroll this up here. What I really learned, and this is kind of what I want to show you guys today, is that the success of this is really related to how organized you are and how easy you make this for yourself. And so what I'm showing you here is a template that I have. And I guess before I go there, let me show you one other thing. I have multiple Craigslist accounts. You can basically have one account per phone number, and we have a lot of phone numbers here. I'll hide that because I don't want everybody to start calling me.
I will blur that out too in the recording as well.
Okay, great. And some of those numbers are not mine. They're my mom's, they're my daughter's, they're my husband's parents, and very soon I've got 4 other people who are willing to give me their number for Craigslist verification. And the whole purpose of this is because my family is involved in this business. My husband has caught the bug, and he's beginning to get started, and this is where I started him with. He's wanting to learn. He's brand new to marketing online, and he's posting on Craigslist. And I've given him this account right here to start with, but I'm going to give him some others. And I also have my kids involved. I've made this really copy and paste for them. And my kids are 11 and 8, and they can do this too. So I just wanted to inspire you a little bit if you're brand new and worried about this being too complicated. So what I did was I created sort of a template. It has 30 days worth of ads. And don't be confused by all this HTML. We're going to go into that in great detail. But as I scroll down, just notice that this template handles 3 cities. And so with each account at Craigslist, you can make 3 posts per day or 3 posts per 24 hours. So for each account, I've specifically targeted 3 cities. You can see that here listed in column F, and this is part of staying organized. For example, my husband is posting in Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston, all in Texas. And then, for one account, I'm doing Austin, Orange County, California, and Chicago, Illinois. The cities I picked were just sort of random. You can pick whatever cities you want, basically. I want to experiment with the difference between doing a major city and then maybe targeting some of the smaller cities where there's less competition, and I haven't done that yet, but it'd be interesting to see. Okay, so back to my template. Let me just scroll down here. So that's 1 day worth of ads for 3 cities, and then I go to page 2. There's 3 ads for day 2, and that goes on down for pages and pages. So there's 30 days worth of ads for 3 cities. And notice this is the HTML for the image that appears on Craigslist. And why don't I just take you in here real quick so that you can see one of these. Oh, not that one. We'll talk about that one later. If any of you have been to Chase's website on Craigslist posting, you'll know right away that image ads work the best. And this is an image that Chase did for me. I don't know if he's shared this out there on his site, but I'm sure he'd be glad to. This is the one that I've kind of settled on that I like the best, and mostly because it has a call to action. Click to read more. Another good image is if you take an image with like a video where it has the little play button in the middle of the screen. I don't have one of those right now, but people are used to seeing that, and they would know to click that play button, and thinking that this would start playing a video. Actually, it takes them to a site where they can watch a video. But having a call to action on your image is a really good thing. And let me just back up for just a second and let you know that I've kind of been interested in Craigslist posting for a few years now, and I've studied not only the info that's available in My Partner in Profit and from Chase, but I've bought a couple of ebooks and subscribed to some other training systems and studied this. So I'm going to share with you a few little tips today that maybe you haven't come across yet. And that's one of them. You want to always have some sort of a call to action on your image. Let's see. So that's kind of what it looks like. So really what I'm changing every day is the subject line. And we've found that having little images or symbols in the subject line helps that subject line to be unique. And it makes it through the Craigslist spiders that are looking for duplicate content. So let me go back over here. Chase has this information on his site, how to create the HTML code for that clickable image, and that's what this code is right here. And I don't know if you have learned the technique that's available in My Partner in Profit for having tracking information. Sorry if that was noisy. I had to move my headset. You can attach this code to the end of your tracking links, which basically tells you, where your signups came from. So in my template, I use the CL to mean Craigslist, and then I put the city that I'm posting in, and then the number on the end indicates day 1, day 2, day 3. So if I'm tracking where my leads are coming from, and all of a sudden one day I see just a bunch of leads coming in, I'll know exactly which ad I placed, and that will tell me, that's a really good ad, that converted really well, it got people's attention, and then maybe I might want to post that specific ad more often. Okay. The image is hosted on my website, and I think Chase explains on his site how to host images, but one of the things that I did was created multiple copies of the image, so that this part of the image, if you see the 2A, this is unique from the image down here. I don't know if this is necessary, but it seems to help me get my 3 posts per day without Craigslist coming back and saying, duplicate content. You want as much about this ad to be unique as possible.